Hi, it's Stephen here from Sound of an Ocean Wave, and this is day 3 of the December daily draws. I forgot what month it was for a minute. And as usual, I'll be taking the first card from the Forest of Enchantment Tarot, followed by an Oracle card from the Druid Animal Oracle. So, let's give the last minute shuffle, and we'll pick our first card. Okay, so here we go, and we'll go there. So our card for today is no. It's the card we had on the first day, right? We're 3 days in, and this is the second time in 3 days we've had what is the 7 of Boons, or the 7 of Pentacles or coins in the traditional tarot, and it's the ones with the doors. So again, like on the first day of the month, the first day we had this card. Yesterday we had the Keeper or the King of Boons or Pentacles, and now we're back to the 7 of Boons or Pentacles again for the third day. So isn't that interesting? And we said that that this card represents, as we go through the forest will provide us with various portals when necessary, and we have to discern which is the right door to go through by tapping into our intuition and being guided, and that we're not to rush forward, we're not to rush ahead, and sometimes we're not to seize upon the first door, the first few doors that appear. We're to wait until we feel that door that is right for us appears, and sometimes that takes a little bit of patience and a bit of waiting, biding our time and waiting for the things to be ready for us to move forward. And that does actually convey the meaning of the 7 of Pentacles, where the traditional image is the woman looking and with the basket to see which is ready, which is the right time to pick the fruit, and which needs more time to develop and to grow, and having that sense of timing of when things are ready and when things are not ready, and what's right to pick. So again, it's like, as we're going through this week, it's waiting for the right opportunities to come, not necessarily jumping on the first thing that comes to us, and discerning by intuition which is the right way, and waiting, being willing to wait for that right opportunity, as I say, and not just seizing on anything. So it's very much of learning that discernment by keeping in touch with our inner selves, with our higher selves, with that intuition, developing that intuition, so that we can recognize that when we get that check in our intuition, when we get that little nod, that nudge, that this is the one to go for, and then at the right time that door will be open for us and we can walk through and continue on our journey. So maybe we just need to assess the situation, evaluate where we are, what opportunities are around us, and which ones may be if they are the right ones, and if not, wait for the right opportunity to appear. But we need to keep actively looking, actively walking through the forest, looking for that right doorway and opportunity. So we're not just sitting there necessarily waiting for it to fall in our lap. It's as we're moving forward, we're waiting and looking and searching, actively searching for that right door to walk through. So let's see what oracle card we get to go with this. But I think that's interesting that we get that for the second time in the first 3 days of the month. Okay, so here we go, and we will go there. So our card today is always the Eagle, and this is about getting a clear perspective. It actually goes very well with this card, because in order to get the, it's getting the bigger picture, because the Eagle goes from above and can look down and see the wider scenario and see where things are. And perhaps we need that wider perspective to be able to help us discern the right door. We need to change our vantage point. Get that wider context so that we can make decisions and see our the way to our goals with more clarity and objectivity, to remove ourselves a bit more objectively from the situation. So it helps us to detach from the worries that we have every day, the everyday concerns and cares, and to notice the subtle things perhaps we'd miss by being too close, that we can see a wider, we get zoom out a bit, and we can see more of how things connect, and that will help us to determine what is right for us as we seek to move forward and choose that door, and wait for that door and choose that door. We'll know, and like the eagle looks down and waits for the opportunity to be able to pounce on its prey. We can wait for that opportunity, that prime strategic moment, to choose our way forward, and so that those go very much in hand today. So that's the message today, is to get things from a wider perspective. Let that intuition guide you to know that strategic moment when when that right opportunity is there, and then to be able to go through and seize that opportunity to enter that door and move through to the next stage of your journey. And so that is the approach we need to take, particularly this month. Probably it seems to be the theme at the moment. So yes, and like yesterday we had the Keeper of Boons, the King of Pentacles, that we have the resources, and the universe will provide us with the resources we need to do that, and also that we may have people in our lives that will be able to give us that help and support where necessary. So let's go forward and get that perspective and be able to get that strategic moment to move forward with our journey. So thank you very much for listening. I'll be back tomorrow to do day 4. Until then, take care everyone, and I'll see you again very soon. Okay, bye bye.